when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was so close to breaking that return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tag! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dumps it off in the flats. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Jumped on top of the pile. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap on third down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gap.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll try the run. Across the 45. Looking for more room. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 40. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. After the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They'll go back to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Quick completion to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. The quick out. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Whips it out in the flat. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Gonna look downfield again. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. Now the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They bring the punter onto the field now. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Trying to get the corner. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This is a designed run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running to the left.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the move. Just keeps picking up the top yards and gets it down to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Breaks into the Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Tackle is made.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
He's brought down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He'll keep it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.